This is our 3-day Paris itinerary, and we've planned it so you don't have to guess. No tourist traps, no vague, just wander advice. Real prices, real routes, real recommendations. Let's get into it. At TryWise, we plan every trip you see on this channel, and today we're in Paris. Here's what we're covering. The one church that's better than Notre Dame right now and nobody's talking about it, the exact cafe neighborhood where locals actually eat, and whether the Eiffel Tower is worth going up with actual numbers, not vibes. If you want a new destination broken down like this every week, hit subscribe. We're building the library, so whenever you're ready to book, we've already done the research. Before we get into day one, if you're already planning this trip with someone, share this with them now. Easier than forwarding 14 browser tabs. You land at Charles de Gaulle. First decision, don't take a cab. The RER B train runs straight from the airport into central Paris, 14 euros per person. No negotiation, no surge pricing, no drama. It drops you at key stations like Châtelet-les-Halles. The ride is about 35 minutes. Or if you're here for multiple days, grab the Paris Visite Pass at the terminal machines the moment you land. 5 days of unlimited metro, bus, and RER rides, including airport trains. 78 euros. Run the math once and stop thinking about it for the rest of the trip. Drop your bags, take a breath, and go straight to the Marais, 3rd and 4th arrondissement. It's where old Paris and real Paris overlap medieval architecture, indie galleries, and the best falafel you'll eat in Europe. La du Falafel on Rue des Rosiers, 7 euros. There's always a line. Join it. The Marais is also where you'll find the Place des Vosges, Paris's oldest planned square. No admission fee. Nobody tells you this. It's stunning, and it's free. Here's the one I wish someone had told me before my first trip. Forget Notre Dame, for now it's mid-renovation and still mostly wrapped in scaffolding. Go to Sainte-Chapelle instead. It's 5 minutes away on the Île de la Cité, Gothic chapel from 1248. The upper chapel has 15 stained glass windows that go floor to ceiling. They cover 600 square meters and tell 1,113 biblical scenes. On a clear day with light coming through, it's one of the most genuinely striking things I've seen in any city, anywhere. Tickets, 13 euros. Book online the night before. The morning queue without a ticket can run 45 minutes. With one, walk straight in. End day one simply. Street crepe from a carte butter and lemon, or Nutella if you must 2.50 euros to 4 euros. Walk the Seine. That's it. You've already done more than most people do in 2 days. Day one total for 2 people, roughly 80.95 euros. That's transport in, Sainte-Chapelle, falafel lunch, coffee, crepes, dinner at a brasserie near the Marais. Real number. Start in St-Germain. This is where you get your croissant, and I need to say something about croissants because most people get this wrong. A supermarket croissant in Paris, 0.80 euros. Fine, forgettable. A proper bakery, croissant, laminated dough, butter you can smell before you open the door, 1.20 euros to 1.80 euros. That 1 euro's difference is not nothing. That's the whole point. Find a boulangerie with a line of locals out front. That's your cue to join. Coffee at a cafe table in St-Germain, 3.04 euros. Same coffee at a tourist strip cafe near the tower, 6.08 euros. Sit on the side street, not the main drag. Here's something most itineraries completely miss. The best view of the Eiffel Tower is free, and it's from the Trocadero, across the Seine. It's elevated, it's wide, and you get the full tower framed by the Champ de Mars behind it. No admission fee, no elevator queue. Just show up before 9 a.m. and you'll have it nearly to yourself. Now, should you go up the tower? I'll be honest about this. The view from the top is genuinely good, but the queue, the cost, and the experience have a gap. It costs 36.70 euros per person for the summit by elevator. Book weeks in advance or expect an hour wait minimum. If you have 3 days, it's worth doing once. If you're on 4 days or less, do the Trocadero view, walk under the tower, and spend that €60 for two on a good dinner instead. That's my actual take. Okay, real talk. The restaurants within 200 meters of the Eiffel Tower are, almost without exception, not worth it. The food is average. The prices are not. You will pay €18 for a croque monsieur that is sad. Walk 10 minutes into the 7th or back towards St-Germain. You'll find the same meal for €10.12, and it'll be better. This is the part that genuinely ruins a day for people who don't know. If that saves you a headache, a quick like helps us reach more people who need this. The Musée d'Orsay is on the left bank, 5 minutes from the tower. Impressionist paintings, Monet, Renoir, Van Gogh. €16 admission. If you're going to do one major museum, this is my pick over the Louvre for a 3-day trip. The Louvre is bigger, but d'Orsay is more, human, more approachable. You leave feeling something rather than exhausted. Evening, wine bar in St-Germain. A carafe of house wine at a non-tourist cafe, €8.12. A bottle at a proper wine bar, €18.28. 2 people, a bottle, a cheese plate. You can do this under €30. This exists. I'm not describing a fantasy. Day 2 total for 2, roughly €100, 120. Includes museum, Eiffel view, wine bar, meals. This is the part that surprised me most on my first trip. Montmartre has 2 versions. Tourist Montmartre, the main square. Place du Tertre, artists doing your portrait for €20. Souvenir shops, crowds. It's fine. Skip most of it. Real Montmartre, 2 streets over. Quiet, locals. The vineyard that still produces actual wine, about 600 bottles a year from a hillside in the middle of Paris. Rue Lepic for the market and the boulangeries. The Lapin Agile, a tiny cabaret that's been operating since the 1880s. The difference isn't far. It's just knowing which way to walk. Sacré-Cœur Basilica is free to enter. The panoramic view from the steps covers most of Paris. It's one of the highest points in the city. Get there before 9 a.m. By 10, the steps are packed and the atmosphere shifts. Pickpocket note, I'll say this plainly. Montmartre and the Sacré-Cœur steps are where it happens most. Don't keep your phone in your back pocket. Don't wear your bag facing backward. Pay attention the moment someone approaches you with something, a bracelet, a clipboard, a question. Just keep moving. This isn't paranoia. It's just Tuesday. Quick thing worth knowing before you sit down anywhere in Paris. A brasserie is bigger, louder, open all-day beer hall origins. Think moule frites and steak frites. A bistro is smaller, set menu focused, neighborhood feel, better food per euro. For day 3 lunch, find a bistro. Look for a handwritten menu outside or a chalkboard. Set lunch entree, plat, dessert for €14 to €18. That's the formula. If the menu is laminated and has photos, walk. 1 dish to order instead of what tourists default to. Steak frite. Not a croque monsieur, not a quiche. Steak frite at a good bistro, €12 to €16. Juicy, simple, exactly right. Comes with a glass of house red for €4. If I'm being honest about what I'd cut from a 3-day trip, I'd skip the inside of the Louvre. Controversial, I know. But the queues are long, the place is overwhelming, and unless you're going specifically for the ancient Egyptian collection or a specific wing, you'll spend 2 hours getting to the Mona Lisa, look at it for 4 minutes, and leave vaguely disappointed. The exterior courtyard and the pyramid are worth seeing. Go at night, look at the lit-up glass, walk away. That's enough. What I'd add, an hour just sitting at a cafe table, not to eat, not to use your phone, just to watch Paris do its thing. This is not a romantic cliche. It's genuinely a different experience than treating the city like a checklist. If you've been to Paris, what's one thing you'd add to this itinerary? Or cut? Drop it below. I read every single one. And if this saved you any time or money, a like goes a long way. If you want every destination broken down like this costs, Itinerary, honest takes, hit subscribe. We'll be here when you're ready to plan. Budget summary: 3 days, 2 people.